Hey, what up with it, sports fans? Sports talk real loud. Blow with me, all that good stuff. So, Toronto didn't close out the series last night. That's what I want to talk about. It was a good game. It was a decent game. I mean, we already discussed the KD, Klay Thompson stuff. I really thought Klay Thompson wasn't gonna be making it this long either, but you know, he's a warrior. He's a champion. I started to say he's a warrior, but he's a champion. They done did this. They proven this, and he's still out there going strong. He dropping him. That being said, I mean, the Raptors should have won the game. I think everybody think that. The Raptors had the game, had it in hand, and I think now they showing like where Nick Nurse called the timeout and they kind of just switched everything around. I don't understand the timeout myself. I don't understand it, but I mean, I still feel like it just came down to a bad last shot. Like I don't even know what that was about. But I've seen it from quiet before, so I ain't really tripping on it. You know what I mean? I done seen him give guys a game. I seen him give guys games. And I feel like that's what he did last night. He basically was like, KD goes down. Hey, I'm not gonna be the one to not like I brought y'all here. Okay, we was down what 3-4 something like that. I went on a 10-0 run, basically. You know what I'm saying? I went on a 10-0 run, got us a nice little lead, 3.4 point lead, and I mean, the coach called a timeout. So whatever kind of role Kawhi was on, it probably got killed by that. But I still feel like they squandered the opportunity, even though you know I wanted to see another game. I think most everybody wanted to see another game, even whether it don't matter who you're rooting for. You wanted to see it again. You wanted to see one more game. Um, I don't think Golden State's got enough firepower to beat them. Even with KD, I still feel like they was finna lose that game, bro. If KD plays the whole game, I really think they would have lost the game. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to getting guys to feel sorry for you, like, oh, okay, you lost KD. So now it's, what I'm saying? It's kind of like the same thing happened with the Rockets. Like, you kind of take your foot off their neck because their neck ain't as big no more. You know what I'm saying? It ain't as big and strong no more. So you're like, okay, let me take a little bit off of it. But I think they'll refocus game 6. And I mean, I'm hoping that they go to Oracle and bust that ass one more time. You know what I mean? Bust that ass in Oracle. Send all them fans home sad too. Hey, look at them, wave at them, and send them home sad. Because, Kawhi do that sometimes. Kawhi does stuff like that. We'll see, though. Like I said, you got to go get your greatness. I know the guy looked like he had, like 16 points in the beginning of the fourth quarter. I mean, it was, you know what I'm saying? It was epic. It was, not even the beginning, matter of fact, it was like towards the middle of the fourth quarter. It was still at 16. So when you see him make that explosion, that offensive explosion like he did, I mean, that's their greatness, man. That's why they, oh, that's Jordan. Only difference is I say, he probably should have went ahead and sealed that up. But I gotta just say, I picked the Raptors to win in 6. Go back and look at the other video. I picked the Raptors to win in 6 games, not 5 games, 6 games. So I'm a little happy. I'm kind of happy about it, you know what I mean? I'm a little happy about that. But I mean, I just, it had the feel of a 6-game series to me. You know what I mean? It was like maybe KD will come back so they can stretch it out a game or two. The Warriors, they hot, and the Raptors sometimes they go into lulls. You know what I'm saying? Not the kind of lull that keep you from winning the championship, just the kind of lull that keeps you in a longer series. You know what I mean? Last night that game should have been won. I mean, it was a couple of different moments where it was like they just kind of, went into a lull and, they let the Warriors go on a little run. Even in the third quarter, you looking at that run they made, you know, they kept it close towards the end, but they shouldn't even let them go on like a run like that. Like, you gotta stop that, man. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, go back to doing what you do to Curry. You know, go back to putting that messed up defense on him to where he's, you know what I'm saying, frustrated and don't know what to do. And you know, make Klay Thompson be the only guy that can beat you. Um, Again, not worried about them losing a 1 point game at home when the Warriors had everything. You know what I'm saying? When they had everything going for them, the Durant drama and you know momentum and shit. Because at the end of the game, what I still saw was a defeated franchise. I saw a franchise, a team that looked deflated, defeated, tired, you know, discouraged. Because the hope was KD's gonna come back and we're not gonna be losing these games. Bro, if you got a good team, one player is not gonna be the determining factor. I'm just saying. Especially if you got three players. I'm just saying you got three players, bro. You got an MVP still. You got an all NBA player. That's more than what the Raptors can say they have. Because they got an MVP. Yeah. No. No, they don't have an MVP. Kawhi Leonard's never won an MVP. Get that shit correct. So technically, you would say the Warriors might have the advantage. I mean, they got Boogie Cousins. I ain't even putting him in there. At least hooped last night. You see what I'm saying? Like, and that's what the Raptors had that the Warriors don't have. They got more guys, not guys that are gonna be consistent as a superstar, all star, you know, all NBA team player like Klay Thompson. They only got, you know, really Kawhi Leonard who's gonna do that every night, every night. Now what the Raptors got is guys who will do it some nights. So I mean, no, I'm not gonna give it to you game 3, but I can give it to you game 1 and maybe some of game 2. You know what I mean? That's Marc Gasol. You know, I'm not gonna give it to you game, you know, 4, but I can give it to you in game 5 though. You know what I'm saying? That's you know, it might be Pascal Siakam because you know they just ebb and flow like that. Some games Ibaka gonna give you 20. Some games, you know, Van Fleet might drop in 15. Some games Powell might hit 12. In this finals, Powell ain't really done nothing. But watch out for him in Golden State. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how these playoffs are. Like that's how the Raptors have been so strong. It's like, yeah, nah, everybody ain't gonna show up every night. They're not them kind of players. But they are really good players, and defensively, everybody shows up every night. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's locked in every night defensively. And then you throw in the best defensive player in the game, Kawhi Leonard. Well, now you got a really strong defense that could probably compete with anybody. You know, from Lowry being tough with bigger guards to Van Fleet being able to shadow smaller guards to, you know what I'm saying, Powell being able to play combo guards. You know what I'm saying? It just the list just goes on and on. Yeah, the list goes on and on though. But you know, you got Ibaka. He could play Kevin Durant basically. Players of that stature, you know what I'm saying? He's good with playing those type of guys. You got Kawhi, you got Siakam. Like you got three guys who can defend at all of the three levels. That's you know what I'm saying. It's gonna be necessary. So you know, it's not surprising that great defense might trump a great offense. And Golden State again, they just not as deep as they used to be, bro. Like they don't have the depth that they had once. Um, you know, you got to pay your guys, especially Kevin Durant's. They cost a few players. You know, Boogie's on a discount, but you know Kevin Durant ain't. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I feel like if they'd have had Kevin Durant the whole series, they still would have lost. You know, people talk that shit, but I mean, they hit 5 for 5 from three, dog, and they was up 4 points at the end of the first quarter. That's with Kevin Durant. Like that's with everything clicking. That's all the shit working. Throw it over there to him. Let him take a good shot. Even hit one on Kawhi Leonard. You know, shout out to you. I don't think he was gonna hit a whole lot more of them on Kawhi Leonard like that. I think Kawhi Leonard's gonna beat that shit after a while. You know what I'm saying? Like these good defensive players, bro. So yeah, I think they was gonna let him test the waters. You know what I'm saying? Takes a few shots, see if he's making them. But I mean, eventually it's gonna come back to earth anyway, bro. The only reason they won the game last night, I feel like, is because You know, hey, I don't think nobody wants to see a 5-game NBA final. You know what I'm saying? Not often. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see that happen too many times. And two, like, I don't know. I know I like Kawhi Leonard, but I ain't never seen him as being the type of guy that'll kick you while you down. You know what I mean? I feel like he took over. He had his hand foot on their throat. And when it was time to take the last shot, I mean, it seemed like to me, in his head, it's probably always in his head, we got another game left, so I don't have to take this last shot. If somebody gonna beat them, let it be Kyle Lowry, let it be Van Fleet, you know what I mean? Let it be a Toronto Raptor. Um, so I can see him not taking that last shot or forcing up a bad shot. It's not game 7. It's not, you know what I'm saying, do or die. We got another game to live through. And damn it, I want to see another game. I want more of it. I just want to see Kawhi do his thing more, really. Um, and the Warriors wore down, man. It's like every game they seem like they more and more tired. That's not they just, you know, Toronto's throwing too many bodies at them. You know, Kevon Looney's probably not gonna play no more. He might play next game, but you know, you drive into him one time and he's gonna sit down. He ain't got no choice. You gotta stretch, you gotta jump, you gotta bang with some big boys down there. You know what I'm saying? Ibaka, he gonna bang you. Ibaka gonna bang you regardless. He don't even care. He gonna bang you just to give you a little bit. You know what I mean? So it's been a pretty fun series for a Toronto fan. I say I'm not a Toronto fan. I'm a Kawhi Leonard fan. I just like the way he be doing his thing out there. Uh, you know, I really feel like the rest of the Raptors been letting him down in spurts just throughout the whole playoffs. But in the finals, like for those 3 games they've won, I say at least for 2 of them, you know, they've played ball, bro. They've came, they showed up, and they did what they needed to do. I think last night Danny Green didn't really, I think he gave him like 4 points. He might have scored again. I didn't see it, but so Danny Green didn't give him much last night. Powell hasn't given him much all series. I don't think he scored 10 points the whole series. Um, Gasol did okay. So I'm thinking next game it's probably got to be Powell. Powell's got to come give something. You know what I'm saying? He's got to come give 10, give 12, give a nice boost. I want to see KY go for 40. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him hit 40. He ain't touched 40 yet. So I want to see him go for 40. Uh, it'd be nice to see Larry, and the way he missed that game-winning shot, I feel like, yeah, you might see Larry come out and hit some shots next game because that is the weirdest dude, bro. Like, I like Kyle Lowry in a way. The way he plays out there on the court, the grit, you know what I'm saying, the toughness. But he's the weirdest fucking dude, bro. Like, he's the weirdest dude. If you watch Kyle Lowry just doing different shit, you know what I'm saying? He's the weirdest dude. He got a lot of snitch in him. He got a whole lot of snitch in him. He gonna snitch and tell it on you every time he can. But part of that is I feel like I want to win. You know what I'm saying? I want to win. I need this win. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to get this win. You know what I'm saying? He's one of them people that cheat. He'll cheat you. Watch the score. Make sure you count the score. Keep up with the score too. Cause Kyle Lowry gonna gain points. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden he from 5 to 7. He one of them guys. So I still think missing that last shot the way he did, not just that he missed it, the way he missed it, it was like a bad miss, bro. It was like off the side of the backboard. Um, that's the type of stuff make you go in the gym and be like, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna. Nah, that's not gonna be the narrative. I gotta get something working for next game. So I look for him to drop 20 to 25. That was a real strong showing. And he played pretty good that game, up until that shot, which was just, you know. But we'll see how everything goes. I don't know how people were still picking the Warriors, but all I can say is some people get jobs based off of previous life experiences, not based off of knowledge. And you know what I'm saying? Just common sense. Like, bro, you seen them play. I don't know. You seen them play all season. They played 2 games in the regular season. One game, Kawhi Leonard wasn't playing, and Another game, KD and Steph wasn't playing. The Raptors won both games. You know what I mean? The Raptors won both of those games, and they beat that ass in the game where Kawhi Leonard wasn't playing, which would tell most people with good sense that's a team that can almost beat them without the, you know what I'm saying, the guy who's been the catalyst all throughout the playoffs. So are you now just asking, can Kawhi Leonard, you know what I'm saying, outperform his matchup? I mean, come on. You know what I'm saying? Can doves fly? You know what I'm saying? Does the rain make you wet? You know what I mean, when it hits you? Like, I don't understand what the question is. Like, what are you asking? They've beaten them 2 times out of what? 8 out of 7 at this point. And I mean, you can argue both of those wins they got. Toronto should have won the game. You know what I mean? You could argue both of those wins. Toronto should have won the game. They were both in Toronto. And they were both after a player done went down and got hobbled. Keep that in mind. Unless the Warriors are gonna lose their best player every game, they probably finna be losing the series in Oracle. But if we get a game 7, I'm not mad. I want to see the greatness. I enjoyed the last second shot in Philly, so yeah, let's watch some magic, man. But I picked them at 6, so if they lock it up in Oracle, I picked that. Wasn't sure it was gonna be in Oracle, but you know, let's watch this greatness though. KY. And by the way, if you ain't caught it, catch the whole. You know, somebody gonna probably have a new clip of his whole playoff run, cause you know he in historic company already. By the way, he already over 700, and that's like Jordan did it, Elijah One did it, and I forget the last person that did it. I want to say it was either Magic Johnson or somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? They did that to take their team to an NBA championship. That's greatness, bro. Oh, LeBron James ain't on that list, so don't ask. You heard me. LeBron James ain't on that list, so you don't have to ask. He probably won't ever be on that list. Sometimes, bro, I'm telling you, it's the difference between being great and being a great teammate. LeBron James is a great teammate, but you know he's not the Jordan of the team. Not all the time. Not like Kawhi. Not like. But we'll see, y'all, man. Draft coming up. Everything coming up. I thought it was gonna be over with after last night. Probably should have been, but you know, we live and we learn. And I think the Raptors been doing it all playoffs. It's just, you know, you live and you learn. You know, they lost their first game to the Magic. Kawhi said, okay, I learned. Okay, I understand. These guys, they need to see it happen first. You know what I'm saying? They need to see this greatness. I'm going to have to take over. Takes over. They run through the Orlando Magic series. You know, boom, on to Philly. Gets to Philly. Okay, these guys scared. I'm going to have to take over again because now they kind of scared. Boom, he takes over a little bit. All of a sudden, Philly starts to, you know, throw the whole goddamn team at him. Rightfully so. Throw the whole team at him. Do something dirty. I would have done something dirty. But you know, so you get to that level, and then okay, so now I gotta facilitate back to my teammates a little bit because you know they triple and quadruple teaming me. That I didn't even think was a thing, but okay. So he starts to facilitate. You know what I'm saying, and they don't want to shoot it. They're reluctant to shoot it. Don't forget, go back to that 76 series where they was just not shooting the ball at times. Um, you know, it gets that part too. Fuck it, I gotta go straight through the triple team. It is what it is. That's when you see him get the leg injury and he's a little limping and you know what I'm saying, he's kind of sore. Which I've been telling folks the whole time. The man not hurt, he's sore. There's a difference. If you hurt, you sitting out like KD. If you sore, you just limping around the court. You ain't gonna limp long if you hurt, dog. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, fights through the Philly series actually gives guys a lot of confidence. You know, I don't know if they really had started shooting by the time the Philly series is over with, but They was shooting by the time the Bucks series started. Go down 2-0. You live and you learn. You know what I mean? They was tired anyway. To me, the Bucks series, the 2-0s, you talking about tired people playing a really good team at their house. Yeah, they might have won. I mean, they was getting calls too. They was getting a lot of trash calls, so they might have won that game. Then, you know, you basically have a sweep after that. Once they go back to Toronto, it's basically a 4-game sweep. Um, Locked up, the Greek Freak, and expose them for the non-jumper basketball player. You know what I'm saying? The guy who's the one-dimensional player that he is. So, they learned through all that. You know what I'm saying? Nick Nurse learned, hey, I gotta play Kawhi a certain amount of minutes at a certain juncture of the time, at a certain juncture of the game. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do that. Otherwise, we gonna either get down too much or you know what I'm saying. Anything can happen. I'm leaving it up to chance and to the players that's on the court who ain't Kawhi Leonard. So he learned about that, and now I hope he learned last night to not never call a timeout again when you up like you was up when you been down. You know what I mean? Like you don't need to be the one calling timeout. This is a Steve Kerr timeout. He's got to call timeout and make him call that timeout. Why are you calling timeout for them? Well, I feel like he's made bad calls before. Like the game where it got away from. I want to say it might have been the Milwaukee Bucks game, the second game where it got away from him. He sits Kawhi Leonard in the third quarter, and he sat him for like a long time. And the game was over by the time he got back in the game. It was like, nah, that's done. You didn't set your star. Our star was in here, and he was doing star shit. So, you know, I haven't seen him make those same mistakes twice. I got to give him that. I really wish he could call up plays better, but you know, maybe it's in the execution too. So I don't know. It looks like it's in the play call. Honestly, it looks like I didn't see a good play call anyway. I don't know what they was running, but playing against Steve Kerr, I hope he learning something. I hope he learning something because Steve Kerr, if he can't do nothing else, that dude called up some pretty good plays, or at least his players make it look like he called up a pretty good play. That's all I really got for it, man. The finals they've been nice. The playoffs been great. The playoffs was great as a whole. I think the next video gonna be me congrats Toronto and the Canadians and shit. Canadians nice, bro. They nice. Everybody know Canadians nice. French people nice. They nice too. So they'll get them a nice little championship, and you know part of it was probably just the basketball guys and karma saying, hey, y'all a little too calm it. You can't be cheering Kevin Durant getting hurt. Oh, and a piece on that. I feel like a lot of people is talking trash about the Canadian fans and the Toronto fans and listen. Yeah, I do think when they first seen the initial injury, it was a cheer because, oh, Kevin Durant's going to be out now. Good, good. We got a really good chance of winning the championship. But I also feel like some of that applause was them saying, hey, way to go, bro. You gave it a shot. You know what I'm saying? We clapping because we got to see you come out here and play. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think everybody understood that all of the clapping wasn't, okay, we glad KD hurt. I think 70% of it was, hey, man, thanks for coming out and giving an effort. We just clapping you off because, hey, man, you did your thing. You came out here and you did the Kevin Durant stuff. You know what I'm saying? You hit 3 for 4. You know what I mean? You was hooping. He was hooping. But as we all know and we all knew, bro, you was injured. You're not finna come out here and do that all game. And, come on, man. I mean, if you do, much power to you. But, yeah, that's not what normally happens. When people get shot in the head, they normally have some type of concussion, brain, you know what I'm saying, brain damage, or they die. They don't absorb the bullet, and it's all good and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a reality. So I still don't think they was all clapping because he was hurt. I think someone was clapping because he gave an effort to come out here, and a lot of people know what he had at stake. And they know what you got at stake, but you still gave it an effort to come out here and fight for your team. You know, I applaud that, bro. And you even heard them chanting his name at the end of it, just so you, in case you didn't understand, that some of the clapping wasn't just for I'm glad you injured. Some of it was I'm glad that you came out and tried to play. You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate you. Especially knowing that this, season is probably over with now. You know what I'm saying? Most of us said, when the injury happened, like immediately, like it was our team damn near like, damn, look at that. That's garbage, man. Don't nobody want to see that because it's bullshit. Now, yeah, the fans are gonna say in competitive nature, just like when the guy pushed Kyle Lowry, it's shit's out of competitive nature. I don't think it's out of racism or placism. It's just competitive nature. This is my team. I want us to win. Get back. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. It's our team. I want us to win. Your guy go down. Your quarterback get hurt. Yes. Is he okay? You know what I mean? And that's just human nature. It's kind of is he okay? But yeah, okay. I'm not crying about your player being hurt. The guy was killing us. You know what I'm saying? He was having a pretty good night. Um, so I say don't be so harsh on the fans. I mean, a lot of it was initial reaction, and then the rest of it I think was like them applauding his efforts. You know what I'm saying? Just like they're gonna applaud Clay when the Warriors lose. But you know, it's been fun. I wish people would stop, doing this. People want the Warriors to lose thing. Maybe people just want the Raptors to win. Me, I just want Kawhi to win. I didn't care who the Raptors ended up playing really. But I thought it would be way more fun if Kawhi Leonard gets to play the Warriors again, like all of the Warriors. But so we could see how it would have ended that year. When he got hurt. I want to see the guy do his Jordan thing because to me he looked like the closest player since. So we'll see. And nah, he ain't Kobe. Kobe was Kobe. Kobe tried to do some Jordan stuff, and he ended up doing some Kobe stuff. So to me, Kobe don't play the way Jordan played. He didn't win the way Jordan won. So you know, I'm anxious to see what Kawhi do, how he can carry this team, and what he do after. You know what I'm saying? That's the real fun part. What is he gonna do after? Where is he gonna go? Time to tell. I'm out.